Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is September 11th, 2019. This is a general love reading for the sign of Gemini. It can pertain to any kind of relationship you're dealing with, situation or circumstance. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, be flexible with the energy. It might feel like I'm reading for you, it might feel like I'm reading for somebody that you're dealing with. I have pre-shuffled on all my decks, Gemini, so we're going to get started right away. In your underlying energy, we have the Hanged Man paired with the Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. The Four of Swords with the Tower. And the Sun card is paired with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so one thing is clear right off the bat, Gemini. You are in deep thought regarding a situation within a family dynamic, it appears. If it's not a family dynamic, it is a significant relationship. One of longevity, one that you've been dealing with for a long time. This could be a marriage. You're deep in thought about a decision that you might be making. You might be juggling two separate options, two sides to the equation. And whatever this is, whatever decision you're about to make or you're in the process of making is going to change the way things are in your life or change things in a situation or relationship significantly. And I do believe you're trying to determine or clear your mind and determine what actions to take because you do not want it to be you don't want to make the wrong decision. Let's see what else we get from you, Gemini. Clarifying the Hanged Man, you have the Tower again. So we've got a Tower twice in the first 9 cards on the table. So you're dealing, Gemini, with something significant right now. Something that's going to result in a lot of change for you. Queen of Cups is your energy. The Queen of Cups is someone who's nurturing, someone who's a caregiver, someone who is intuitive. This might be regarding a romantic relationship, family dynamic, within a family dynamic, or an actual marriage, spouse. The Eight of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Death in reverse, Tower is clarified by the Seven of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. So this is a significant decision you are working on right now. You feel a little stuck, emotionally stuck on this decision that you're making. It may have something to do with either a lack of control or feeling like you should not be making this decision or should not have control over making this decision. You may feel like this is too big for you to deal with on your own. This is something that needs to happen, something that you're hanging on to. You may be resisting change and you are doing some deep thinking regarding this. You're resisting change, I feel, that needs to happen, change that is significant. Again, you're stuck right now, you're in a state of rest, you're in a state of no movement, but something needs to happen. within a family situation, romantic situation. There is no other person's energy on the table yet. I do feel like you think that you may make the wrong decision. You're feeling a little bit unsupported, maybe overly defensive about what you need to do or what actions you need to take because you want to be fair. I get the feeling like you feel like you need to be fair about this. I do believe you may be making a decision regarding bringing something out in the open or revealing something, some kind of truth, or clearing something up, some kind of confusion regarding a relationship or situation you're in within a family dynamic, most likely. You may be feeling like this decision shouldn't be yours and yours alone. However, for whatever reason, this decision feels pretty significant, but it's also solitary, like it's something you're doing on your own for some reason. But you're really you're anxious about this, really unsure about whether or not you're doing the right thing or making the right move. And that's probably why you're watching this video. Let's find out what else we have for you. 10 of Wands in reverse. You want to get out of this state of rest and make a move towards taking some action. 8 of Wands, again, more delay, obstacles. You might be dealing with other family members, or there might be other people involved in this situation. So maybe there is more than one person that you need to communicate with. The Moon. King of Wands, there's your other person. 6 of Cups in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse. As soon as you come out of this state of rest, as soon as you decide to act, it's going to bring the Tower. This is clarifying the Tower. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Right now there's a lack of communication, or you're worried about communication. And again, you're worried about doing the wrong thing, making the wrong move, or failing at whatever this is that you need to do or say. Okay, so this King of Wands is your person that you're dealing with. This is their energy. This is someone who tends to be a leader, someone who people look up to. This can be someone who takes charge. Sometimes they can be a little overly demanding or a little overly controlling. That may, but this person's in the upright right now. So this is someone who's grounded, someone who's solid, someone you actually look to help you make decisions, or you look to make decisions. However, there's a lack of control or an abuse of power here, and some decision that needs to be made regarding, like I said, an abuse of power or lack of power or lack of an ability to take control. And there's some kind of unknowns or secrets, some kind of situation where you are stuck making a decision about something that is unknown. I do feel like this is something you know that your person may not, or some secrets that need to be revealed to them, or some unknown information regarding this matter, and that might be why you are feeling a little bit alone regarding this situation, having to make this decision by yourself. When you do come out with this information, or you do make a move, when you finally get out of this state of rest, it is going to clear things up. But I also have this shattering of illusions. I feel like there's something going on where you're going to have to break someone's heart, or someone's going to get hurt over what they find out, or over actions that are going to be taken, and that's why you're feeling so insecure, or feeling worried about what actions you do take, because you want to make sure it's the right move, or that you're doing the right thing, not just for yourself, but for the other people involved. You want to keep this communication balanced. You don't want any misunderstandings or things going awry because your communication was not clear. So this, whatever this is for you, Gemini, this is a big decision. This is a big move. This is a big conversation you're getting ready to have. But I do feel like you've been sitting on this for a long time. I do feel like you've been in a state of rest, meditation, contemplation, and it does feel like a love situation, a romantic partner that you're involved with, someone that you definitely care for deeply, and it does feel like it's within a family dynamic, or at least regarding a relationship that you've been in for a significant period of time. My cards are really sticky today. Let's do one more shuffle. Like I said, I pre-shuffled, but I like to get a few more in while I'm looking at the cards and thinking about the situation. Okay. One last set. Clarifying the Tower and your underlying energy, the Two of Pentacles. So this is the second time we have it in the upright down here, and it's reversed here. There's some kind of situation that's imbalanced right now within your life, within your relationship, and Knight of Cups in reverse. This is clarifying your energy. So I'm going to reserve comment on that card here for a minute until I get the rest of these cards out. You're resistant for whatever reason to bring something out in the open. I think you're also worried about the reaction that this King of Wands is going to have. You definitely feel a need to do this. Whatever this is, or this conversation needs to have, it's going to bring balance to this relationship, or at least that's what you want out of it. You want balance within this love relationship, but you are concerned about the reaction that your person is going to have regarding whatever information you're giving them. You are uncertain about how your partner, your person is going to react to this, and you feel like they may lose control. I don't know if that means anger or sadness, but there is something about some withheld information, some secrets that you need to expose. This is the decision you're making. You're stuck right now on how to clear things up, on how to bring things out in the open. But whatever it is that you're doing, you do feel that it's going to result in some balance in this relationship if you do it right. You do not, I feel like you don't want to mess this relationship up. I do feel like there's potential that things could go awry, and I do feel like that's why you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. I think that you want to make sure that however you present this information, that you are clear that this is, I don't feel like you want to ruin this relationship, in other words. I don't feel like whatever you feel like you need to reveal or actions you need to take, it is not with the intent of messing up a relationship. But I feel like you feel it may damage the relationship or hurt it in some way. Strength in reverse. But I do, again, you've been trying to manifest a way to do this, a way to bring this out in the open. But for whatever reason, it's more of, it's not good news. It's not necessarily bad news, but I feel like it's going to shatter some kind of understanding or belief that this King of Wands has. They have some kind of understanding about your relationship or something going on within your relationship that is going to change this dynamic when you bring out this information out in the open. But it has to happen because you're dwelling on it. I feel like this is all you've been thinking about for a long time. And the reason you haven't taken a move to talk or to take action on this situation is because you're afraid of how your King of Wands is going to respond, or how they'll react to the information. Right now, you're not taking action because you're blocking yourself from defeat. But you know you can't sit on this forever. This is not something you can just keep to yourself forever, Gemini. I do feel like you need to come out with this information and be honest and take charge. And I can tell that this is very hard for you. Okay, let's get one last round of cards. We have the Two of Cups with the Nine of Earth. This is a really significant love relationship. You don't want to mess things up. I think you feel like if you could just sit on this the way things are right now, without having to talk about this or bring this up or take action, that if this, whatever this is for you, if this were not in the mix, everything would be just fine. But right now it's not. If you could make this disappear somehow, whatever this is for you, I think that you would be perfectly happy, because I do feel like this is a solid relationship for you right now. Okay, so this is more of the same, really. Right now you have the control within this situation, within this dynamic, but there's no movement. And you haven't made any movement because you're afraid of how it's going to affect the relationship. You are being really careful about determining how you're going to talk about this, because the communication could feel like manipulation if you're not careful about how you communicate to your partner. You could end up building walls rather than being able to have a clear and concise back and forth with your partner, communicating effectively with them to resolve whatever issues you have, or whatever you need to get off your chest, or whatever information you need to reveal. This is starting to feel to you a little bit like sneaky behavior, deceit, because it's been going on for so long. That you've been withholding this information for such a long period of time without taking action, that it's starting to feel very uncomfortable for you. But it also feels like there's one clear answer to this. And really, I think you've got these questions going on in your head, feeling unclear about what actions to take or what words to use. But the truth of the matter is, you already know in your heart what you need to do and what you need to say and what actions you need to take. This has been going on way too long. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We're only at 18 minutes, Gemini, so I'm going to get a few clarifiers and see if we can't get any more information. But this reading is very clear. Let's see if we can't get any advice for you. Tell me about the Nine of Earth. I get the feeling that you would just like to put this to bed, step away from it, walk away from having to make a decision, but it seems to be, dare I say, festering in your head. This need to make a move or have a conversation. Excuse me, I've got air bubbles in my. That's a polite way of saying I'm burping. I have air bubbles in my throat. Nine of Earth. Let me get some clarity on the Nine of Earth. Seven of Wands again. Six of Pentacles. Both of these cards, and Page of Wands. So you're wanting to deliver a message. You want it to be balanced, but you're feeling very defensive, almost to the point where you want to give up. You don't feel like you're being supported. It's possible that you don't feel like you're supported in this relationship and you want more balance within the relationship. This could be any number of things. Maybe you're just unhappy with how things are going right now in some ways, but you don't want that to be misconstrued, meaning you're unhappy with the relationship. You're just maybe unhappy with some kind of circumstances that are going on within the relationship. Doesn't mean you want to end the relationship. You just want to change things a little bit. With the Tower twice in your reading, you want some kind of change to happen within this relationship. But again, this is too significant. This is a seriously significant relationship. And in other words, Gemini, you don't want to fuck things up. This relationship is too significant for you. Let's get some clarification on the Five of Air. See if we can't figure out what actions Gemini should take. There's the Seven of Cups in reverse again. We're getting a lot of repeat cards in your reading. So basically you want to clear up any confusion. You want to get something out in the open. You feel like your partner is confused about something and you want to take matters into your own hands to clear this up. Whatever it is. There's just no movement on this right now. Let's get some clarification on the elementals. The Magician in reverse. There's the King of Wands again. New beginning. Okay, there's some kind of possibly some kind of manipulation on your part, or this King of Wands. You want to change that. You want a new beginning with this person. There may have been something in your past that has caused conflict, or something that has happened that you know if you bring it up again, it will cause grief or conflict, and you don't want this King of Wands to think you're trying to manipulate the situation or manipulate them, or have some kind of power struggle with them, or take control over a situation that should be something you're both working on together. I don't know if this is making any sense to you or not, but that's how I'm reading the cards. I hope that it's making sense to you. Anyway, I do believe you want to start over in some respect, and I do believe that begins with clearing the air about something that's on your mind, something that you can't let go of, and something that you know you need to get out in the open. Let me get one more card, a couple more cards on the King of Wands, and then I'm going to close out this reading. It's a short reading, Gemini, but honestly, it's pretty clear. And I think you know the answer. I don't know that you're necessarily watching this for additional information, because I think you have all the information you need, Gemini, and it's clear that you just need communication right now. Choosing your words wisely and making sure that your person is clear that you're not looking to end this relationship. You're looking to maybe improve it or make things more equitable or balance things out so that you can continue with this relationship being solid and secure for both of you. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Okay, so if you watch enough tarot, you know that the devil energy can mean any number of things. This could mean that you have a significant amount of passion for this person, that you two have a great sex life, that you two, enjoy the spoils of life. This can also mean there's some deep-rooted toxic issues within this relationship. This could definitely mean that this person has some kind of addictions that they're dealing with, that you want to help them with. Whatever this is, you cannot ignore devil energy. So Gemini, you're on the right track with wanting to resolve this, if this is what you're dealing with. Whether this is a toxic situation directly for the King of Wands or within the relationship itself, or if this is just overindulgence of some sort, it needs to be dealt with because it's not going to go away. This can mean anything and everything for everybody watching. So, I'm not going to get specific information, this being a general love reading, on what this devil energy is, but it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. You cannot just let this one slide. You can't just ignore this, and I think that you know that, Gemini, based on what I see in the cards and the fact that you're watching this reading. I'm going to get one more clarifier on the Two of Cups, and then we're closing this reading out. Two of Cups. Okay, so right now there's, again, we know about this. We already know this information. There's not a whole lot that's new here. There's no movement. Nothing has happened. There's stagnation. There's obstacles. There's delays regarding information or secrets that need to be revealed or need to come out regarding this relationship. Three of Cups in reverse can indicate any number of things, and I'm not going to go into the idea that there might be, you know, a third party here. But obviously, if you are familiar with tarot, you know that Three of Cups, especially in reverse, can indicate infidelity. But I don't see anything else regarding that on the table. So this, again, can also just be excessive behavior, overindulgence, and that could be directly related to the devil energy that we were just talking about. So again, this is something that currently is not, you're not making any moves to talk about this. The information is still being withheld, secrets being withheld. You need to make a move on this. You need to have some communication to resolve these issues. Gemini is what the cards are telling me. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I hope that I see you next time. Take care, Gemini. Bye.